Aloha! Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be experimenting with pearls, how to make pearls, basically with what colors work with pearls. I have some transparent colors over here, I have some opaque colors, I have some semi-transparent colors. So I'm going to do 6 tiles and we'll see which ones work the best. I'm going to try to do them all about the same. I did this one already because I wanted to make sure that my base coat was working. My base coat has a lot in it. It's probably not necessary, but I need to use it up. So I knew this red would work, so I wanted to make sure that I had that before I did the experiment. This is my base coat. It's a lot there. Sorry, whoops, there we go. So you might want to take a snapshot, although down below I'll have recipes that are much easier that also work. Okay, so I just thought, you know, there's certain paints that don't pearl as well as others, so I thought I'd do a little experiment. So on this one I did use the Flow acrylic. Don't be jealous. Yes, this is brand new. I just opened it from Artist Loft. So I did go ahead and just, so it'll stick a little better. Tiles are pretty slick, so I just put just a thin coat on both of these. So I'm going to go ahead, I like to put my tiles, tape them on the back, and that way you could do some tilting without getting all messed up. So at the end I will just hold it and then tear this off. These are experiments, so I'm probably just going to wipe them off after, unless they're really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do 6 tiles. I have 5 colors, and then that last tile I'm going to end up doing a little flip cup on there. See how that turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and move this one to the side a little bit over here. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Alright, let's start off with, by the way, this red is I'm in Hawaii, so this is what they had at the art store here when I was coming just for the winter. Now I live here full time. It's handy art. This brand seems to pearl really well. So that's what I used on that first tile, and I did mix a little bit of, oh no I didn't. This is just straight handy art, red. So this next color is, and this is PPG semi-gloss turquoise, and I added a little bit of golden teal, these two together. All the colors are mixed with Floetrol and a squirt of Liquitex Pouring Medium. That's US Floetrol. On this one, the one I'm going to do, the only difference is, because I sort of wanted to see how it would turn out, is I put 1 drop of the propylene glycol. I saw that Cause Creations, Kathleen, used it. I don't think it was in a pearl pour, but I was curious. So this is, turquoise is usually always an opaque color because they have to put in some white in order to make the pretty turquoise. So a lot of experimenting, but I do have different transparencies here. So let's get going. So I'm going to do the turquoise next. Careful pouring this, I don't want to do too much. Okay, I think that's plenty. And all I'm going to do is just pour a little bit in the middle, like that. It's way too much white. It's hard pouring a little out of that. Bring it down just a little bit more. And I'm just going to tilt it. Stretch it off. that wasn't too thick. So you want a very thin consistency for both the colors and the base. Just want to make sure I get it off here. Okay, that's probably about all that's going to happen as far as tilting. Let's wait and see what happens here. Torch it. And we'll wait on that one. See if anything happens. This one, let's go with the purple. And this is a Basics dioxazine purple. This is a opaque color. Usually Basics works pretty good with pearls, and it's really thick, so it looks like I need to add some more water to this. So when you're adding water, make sure you just do a little bit at a time. Get it mixed real good. Sorry about the background noise. I put the bird feeder out and they fight and yell at each other. I think that's okay. I like the colors to be just a bit thicker than the base. I want to make sure I don't put too much of this on there. Let's see what the purple does here. Get you on the screen. Enough. No pearls coming up here. That's probably because it's semi-gloss. PPG hasn't been purling. Really, the satin PPG does not work for the pearls on a base coat either. So the reason why I'm trying this brand is because it's so reasonably priced at Home Depot. So I was just hoping it would work. I'm getting some shadowing on this one. That's always a good sign. I think I will try that propylene on a regular color, not a semi-gloss color, to see what happens. Some pearls are starting to show up. Back. Just seems like there's still a lot of paint on there. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Bring it back. Alright, let's see what happens with this one. Craft paints don't work very well with pearl pours. Plus you need a lot of pigment, because once you tilt it and you thin it out, a lot of times it can just fade out and you're not going to get a whole lot of great color. Okay, this one is just not working. So it's the PPG because it's semi-gloss. Let's go ahead and I'll be right back. I'll set up for the other ones. Okay, Getting a few pearls with the purple. Go ahead and brush the white on here. It'll stick a little better. Okay, this is the Amsterdam Azo Orange. It's a semi-transparent color. So let's see how those do. Let's go. This isn't on there very good, so I'm going to have to hold it level. Shadowing on this one. Oh yeah, that one's curling up really nice. So that is the Amsterdam, and that's semi-transparent or semi-opaque, however you want to say it. It is really happening with that. Okay, this next one is PBO Studio Acrylics. This is transparent rose fluorescent. Shoot, I'm sorry, let me turn on this light. Maybe the sun just went. That helps. That one. PBO is always good. Let's see if this color works. Anyway, that one's purling up. I was going to show you how I get the stick off. This one I just put the stick on, so I just twist it. I just hang on to the bottom and I twist it, that, and it comes right off. Okay, then I can wipe the stick and reuse it. I'm all about reusing the plastics and the sticks and everything I can, and just toss away the tape. So that one did not turn out. It's a semi-gloss, it's a house paint, nothing happened. So this one I'm just going to scrape. So your hands stay a lot cleaner, except when you do that, then it, so this one's really curling up. Looks like it's gonna overdo it on this color. Okay, so we have a transparent, which is really getting eaten up good. It probably would help if you had some golden pigments to put in with that transparent. Yeah, that would hopefully keep it a little brighter. The orange over here, it's working. That is the semi-transparent. Working a little bit too much. The opaque basics, different, not too much, but it's sort of cool. Along the edge you have the little pearls, and then you have the bigger ones coming up in the middle. I'm not sure if this one is done yet, but I will bring you back if it changes. I'm going to go ahead and do one more. I'm going to move this out of the way. That here. Okay, this last one, I'm going to do a little flip cup with the same colors. I'm not going to use the blue. Let's get some layering. Just going to do one layer. Purple. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, the purple's taken over, but too much. I'm hoping some of those other colors come through. So if you're not getting pearls, it could be because of the colored paint you're using and not necessarily the base. If you use the recipes and the same kind of paints that I use, the same colors that I use, or Sarah Taylor uses, or Tara with Tara's Artistry, or Grateful Creations, Michelle, check them out. They're like the Pearl Queens. So my first pearl pour was, I wrote it down. I just looked back. I had done many pearl pours. My first pearl pour was October 2019, called the Pearl Wave. And then my first video on YouTube was July of 2019. So I've been doing this a while, but I've been, you know, it's been 8 months moving and remodeling and all that. So I have to learn again with the products that I have here, and I love experimenting. So looks like we're getting pearls. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. I have an Amazon shop down below. A lot of the materials I use are in the shop. I get a little credit if you shop my shop. Listen to the birds, listen to the cars. It's worth it. The little noise is worth it. The ocean is just behind me, and when the waves are up, I could hear it when the cars aren't going by. All right, we're getting pearls here. So if you're not having luck with one color, try a flip cup. I get better luck with the flip cups by layering it in a cup and then pouring it out than I do with pouring it out one on top of the other. It just seems to work better for me. So I'll bring you back in about 30 minutes and we'll look at how everything turned out. And I suspect it'll dry fine. I cover all my paintings. I'm outside on the lanai here, so I don't want the little breeze to go over it. I just cover them with boxes, and 24 hours they're pretty much dry. So let me bring you back in about 30 minutes. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. So here's the final results. That was the semi-transparent, the Azo Orange from Amsterdam. This was the PBO Fluorescent. This was transparent, PBO Fluorescent Rose. Forget what I wrote there, that's from another. This was the Basics Dioxazine Purple. This was the Handy Art Red. And this was the flip cup with 4 of the colors. The blue I just tossed because it was house paint and it's just not working. So I just made this color, mixing the orange and the rest of the Handy Art Red, so I'll be using that. So if you don't want it to eat up all your paint, I would suggest using a semi-opaque color and maybe if you're using two colors, I would make sure one of them is opaque and maybe one transparent or semi-transparent. That way you're going to get more of this look. But if you like this look, you know, that's transparent. Like I said, I would add some golden fluid acrylics with it. That's actually really cool. And if you just use opaque, this is basics. If you like this look, this is actually an opaque too. So the brands really do matter. This is sort of cool. So if you use the same recipe for the base, it's all about the paints that you use. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, aloha.